Okay, so I just ordered some new foam balls, and I got the 12 pack, and this is what I got here. And what I want to show you is I want to compare them to the previous foam balls, and there is quite a difference. Basically, this is 42 millimeters, and this is 40 millimeters. And there's also a difference in ball flight and distance. So let me give you a quick comparison, and let me show you how this new foam balls work. Okay, so from here to the back is 29 yards. And I'll show you the differences in distance between the new foam balls and the old ones. Okay, I'll start with the old foam balls. 29 yards, and I'm going to use an 8-iron. Okay, let me hit on a little bit. That one hit the tree, so let me get another one. Okay, and you can see that one, it hit the back, so it will pass 29 yards. Okay, so now I'm gonna try the new ones, 2 of them. Same club, 8-iron. Go to the left. Okay. So with the new ones, the only thing they're a little more exaggerated. I think the draw, but as far as distance, it goes about 20 yards. Okay, so if you compare them side by side, you can tell that the one on the right side is smaller. This is the previous foam balls. They're a little lighter in color as well. And this right here is the new ones that they have on Amazon that I just ordered. Okay, so now if I compare them to an actual golf ball, the previous foam balls that they used to sell, they're slightly smaller. Because if I compare them to this one, the new ones, you can see that they're about the same size. So, and one thing that I want to mention on the previous foam balls, they also tend to shrink a little, which maybe this ones might do as well. But okay, so I moved back about 35 yards now from here. So I'm gonna hit some with I'm gonna use a 6-iron now. I'm gonna see how far it goes. Okay, I'm gonna use the old foam balls first. Okay, so that hit the tree, but it wasn't gonna pass it this time. So 35 yards. I think it would have gone 30 yards, I would say. Gonna hit another one. Okay, so as you can see, that made it to about, I would say 30 yards. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the new foam ball. Okay, so about 10 yards shorter. The only thing that I'm noticing is that I tend to go a little left. So I don't know if it's my swing or let me try another one. Okay, so I am noticing that they tend to go a little left. I'm not sure if it's my swing or if it's just the exaggeration, but I know that normally with foam balls they tend to exaggerate a draw or a fade, but maybe not as much. Let me hit a few more. Okay, so you can see the new balls stayed a little shorter than the older balls, like this one right here. Obviously there's a difference in size, but they do feel pretty good. I think they're gonna probably shrink a little like the older ones, and the good thing about this ones is that they go way less than the older ones. So if you have a limited space, I think that will really help. Let me hit some with a driver and see how far it will go. I'll compare them. I'm gonna use the rubber tee because the other ones they get lost very easily. So I'm gonna start with the old foam balls. So overall, they're pretty good. There's some that they went a little bit to the left, but I would say maybe that was my swing. So because as soon as I get to the driving range, sometimes I tend to hook the ball a little. So I would say they're pretty good. As far as the old ones, I think this will be a little more accurate in the ball flight, I would say, in my opinion. I think they still exaggerate the draw or the fade, but maybe not as much, and maybe they're a little more accurate as far as sometimes when I hit with the old foam balls, you can see it kind of goes like this a little. So and when I use these ones, they always just either go, you know, to the left, right, or, you know, they keep their flight. They never go like move around like this. So okay, so one thing I do want to say is that on the 52, on the shorter clubs, it does tend to go a little bit to the left, but overall I think it's indicative of the ball flight. It's better than having nothing. So, but as you go through the longer irons, it just it keeps the straighter ball flight, and I think it can help you just to show you where you're hitting, you know, because if you're hitting a hook, it will definitely show you you're hitting a hook or a slice. So it's a good product. It's they're cheap, so something to have to check if you're practicing your backyard like I do. I use my net for the most part, but I do also use the foam balls just to check my ball flight, and I think overall it does help. So I hope you enjoyed the review, and thanks for watching. Until next time.